As a creative, being inspired, it is a must. Now, if you're anything like me, then sometimes you'll fall into a space where you just really don't feel inspired. Well, that's why I decided to create this video. I really want to help you guys in terms of inspiration. So if you want to find out 10 places or things that I recommend that you try or visit, then stay tuned. Hi guys, thank you so much for coming back to watch another one of my fashion stylist tutorials. So before I jump straight in, do not forget to subscribe to my channel. I'm so thankful for all of the support that I've had so far on this channel. Honestly, I cannot wait until we reach that next milestone. I put it out on social media, but I spoke to YouTube, and as soon as I hit that 10K, I can film in their studios. So please, please, please do subscribe to this channel and make sure that you share it with your friends and your family. Let them know about my content, and yeah, just bring in more to the family. Also, if you like this video, or if you've got any other places or things that you feel will inspire other people, do comment below so that everyone can check that out. And also, if you like this video, do not forget to give me a thumbs up. So let's get motivated, right? So one place that I love to go for a source of inspiration is art galleries and museums. They are a perfect vessel for people's thoughts, people's feelings, for history, for themes, for culture. It is a wonderful place to go to get your juices flowing. If you're struggling with themes, I find that definitely heading over to a museum or an art gallery really helps with that. And sometimes you may see a piece of art that you feel that you can interpret into a shoot or into a project that you're working on. I remember looking at this art piece and, you know, seeing these colors, and I thought to myself, wow, like how these colors kind of go together is really quite inspirational in terms of what I can do for a photo shoot. So it gave me a new look at how I can combine colors and prints, and also the emotion behind that painting really kind of created a story for me, which is really, really important to actually convey in your work. It's also a really good way to kind of keep up with new trends and new techniques. I mean, the freshest artists will be displayed, so it's a really good way of you kind of keeping up to date in the art world to kind of see what the conversation is or what the topic is. And it's a really nice way to kind of translate that into editorial, commercial, or, you know, whatever project you are working on. So particularly for themes and for kind of reinventing history or whatever it is, art galleries and museums are perfect for that. I'm sorry to say this, but Google is literally one of my best friends. Now, whenever I have a photo shoot or a concept, or I need ideas of clothing or outfits, whatever it is, Google Images is there. So say you've got past that stage of already thinking about a concept or a theme, you can say something like an all-white editorial. Now, if you type in Google all-white fashion editorial, you are going to get an array of fashion editorials or projects, whatever it is, that are related to the color white. Now, this is going to be great for creating a mood board. You can get ideas on photography, on angles, on models used, on clothing. It is limitless to the types of inspiration that you can collect from Google, and that is usually my #1 place when I'm creating a mood board. If you've seen my video, my tutorial on creating a mood board, you could see I went straight to Google in terms of looking for different colors. Now, for example, if you're personal styling a client and you need a go-to place for colors and shades to kind of match them for color matching, go to Google. Inspiration is going to be perfect. Type in, you know, how do I dress an autumn person, and you're gonna find your inspiration there. So keep on top of Google. Google is your friend. Another source of inspiration is from magazines. Now, depending on what field you work in, there are going to be magazines which are definitely catered to where you are going or what you are doing. So head over to those magazines, see what is going out. like with museums or art galleries, you're going to be on top of your game because you're going to know what's going on in pop culture, you're going to know what's trending, you're going to know what subjects are being spoken about, you know, you're going to know what's going on in the news. Head over to those magazines, head over to those newspapers even, and take a look. They also usually have a fashion section or a beauty section, so head over to that, have a look, be inspired, tear things out, create a scrapbook. I literally have stacks of magazines that I still open and I flick through just for some inspiration. Even as an editor, blogger or fashion stylist, I am still heading over to these magazines and looking at it for a good source of inspiration. I love the old magazines that I've got because I love when I see an editorial and I think, you know what, how can I bring this up to date? How can I make this modern? How can I make this relevant for right now? So I'm more of a hard copy girl. So if you're like me, head over to the shop, buy some magazines, flick through them. You know, if you're more of a digital person, head over to some online magazines and get yourself some inspiration. So another good source of inspiration, which is just at the tip of your fingers, is hashtags. Now we can look at hashtags through Instagram, we can look at them through Twitter, even through Facebook. Have a look at the hashtags for fashion. Have a look at the hashtags for fashion editorial. I love the facility of being able to follow a hashtag on Instagram because I follow things like fashion editorial, I follow things like beauty editorial, I follow things like blogger style. All of that is going to be a great source of inspiration for you. It's the same way that people find you. This is why hashtags are so important when you're putting out content, because it's a good way for people to find you. And don't forget to use hashtags in your story too. People are going to find you through that, and you can find other people and what they're posting here and now through hashtags. I find that it's such an amazing way to be able to just stay in touch and really find out what's going on right now. New content is being turned over by the millions. So think about how much inspiration that you're gonna get. It's literally never ending. So head over to Instagram, head over to Twitter, to Facebook, Pinterest, you know, and check out these hashtags. You're gonna be inspired. Another great place which I get a lot of inspiration is at press events or Fashion Week runway shows. Now I would sit watching that runway with a notepad or my phone out with notes open, and as these clothes come down, I kind of jot my thoughts and my feelings, especially when I snap the picture and I'm just like, okay, I look at this dress, I'm seeing a red dress, and I kind of visualize how this dress could be photographed. I could visualize what I could do with this collection. It really is a good source of inspiration, and especially when you go to press events and you're seeing the clothes up close and personal, and you're feeling the fabrics and you're seeing how it moves in the wind. Trust me, it is a perfect source of inspiration. If you can't go to press days, do some press appointments. But if you want to know how you can get to press days or how you can get to Fashion Week, make sure you head over to those tutorials. I have a playlist there for all the videos that I recommend where you can become a pro. So make sure you head over to those. Well, what I really love about press days is that usually when you're being walked around and shown different designers' collections, they usually talk about themes and why they group the clothing together, or they talk about what the inspiration behind the collection was. Again, that is a really, really good source of inspiration for you in terms of how you can translate the inspiration behind that collection or the techniques used for that collection, and how you can really, really project that and communicate that in your project or your editorial. Films and movies is another great inspiration for me. First off, we've got to give it to the costume designers. That is amazing inspiration already. You could think of types of films, the era, the theme of the movie, and kind of correlate that with your editorial. So say for example you want to do like a Halloween themed editorial. Take a look at some movies or TV series which kind of fit this sort of like spooky Halloween theme, i.e., you know, American Horror Story. Look at the fashion, look at how people are styled, look at the themes, look at the time or the era it's been set in, and that way you can kind of use that as inspiration for yourself in terms of you creating your own project. I am also often inspired when I go sightseeing. So sightseeing is when you're looking at, you know, famous buildings, you know, cathedrals, churches, landmarks, whatever it is. When you go sightseeing, trust me, it's like a breath of fresh air. I remember, you know, looking and doing some location spotting and just looking at that location, and, you know, you say for example you've got like a rustic brick wall or something like that. It really can kind of help create a story for you automatically. I know that I have so many different locations bookmarked on my Instagram where I'm just like, I'd love to kind of shoot something there, or, you know, I'd love to kind of create something similar to this. I love the colors of this will look great. You know, sightseeing is perfect for inspiration. There is power in music. Music tells a story. Music can make you laugh, music can make you cry, music can make you happy, music can make you relive a moment. Music is so powerful in terms of inspiration. Don't neglect the importance of sitting down and listening to some music. Even if you want to meditate and listen to, you know, nature or yoga music, it's really important. I recommend the Calm app in my my video. If you haven't seen that, check that out too. I use Spotify a lot to kind of match my mood. I've actually been on set and I've even seen models transform when you put on music. Here's a tip: if your model is shy, put on Rihanna. I swear down, every single model morphs into somebody else when Rihanna comes on, or Beyonce. Trust me. I mean, music is so powerful. Apart from magazines, I've also found that a nice trip to the library or the bookstore really helps me in terms of inspiration. It has everything covered, you know, people's stories, people's tips, celebrity tips, you know, guides, educational books. It's got everything in it. So I find that a lot of the time when I would like some inspiration, or I feel a bit stuck, or I need to further my skills, I head down to the library and I head down to the bookstores and just have a flick about and look through these books, photocopy things, take books out on loan. I love books. I've literally got a whole bookshelf full of books, and sometimes taken people in books and characters I love and really kind of brought them to life in my editorial. Trust me, pick up a book. And last but not least, I recommend you head out, get some fresh air, and spend some time in nature. Now, it is proven that nature can positively affect your mood and your well-being. So get into nature, have a look around, look at the colors, look at flowers, look at landscapes, look at trees, whatever it is. Take it all in, relax. Sometimes in nature, don't even be too forceful to feel like you need to find something in nature. Nature is beautiful by itself. So sometimes it literally is about sitting and being in that present moment to kind of just soak in the beautiful scenery around you. So try that out. I really think it's gonna be helpful for you. And that's it. I'm really hoping that you found these 10 places and things helpful for you in terms of getting your juices flowing and getting inspired. These 10 things are not guaranteed to completely help you, so I ask that you guys approach these 10 tips with an open mind, because you know you are only gonna get as far as you allow yourself to get, and be prepared to kind of, you know, combine a few of these techniques or these tips together. Sometimes I kind of combine it myself, and sometimes I only need one. But I definitely find that it is really helpful for me when I am in need. So I'm hoping that you find it helpful. Let me know if you've tried out any of these tips and it's helped you. Comment below and let me know. And if you've got any recommendations for sources of inspiration for others, please do comment below as well. I'm sure it's going to help somebody else. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon in my next video. Take care. Bye.